Hey guys, BlazeGuardian here, and welcome back to another episode of the Beginner's Guide. Today we are going to be going over the basics of Redstone. Now I know with the 1.5 update they added a whole bunch of new Redstone components, but this is just going to be the basics of it. Like I said in the other video, this is going to cover some of the features, but in this case, you can technically call this a basic because it's going over the basic Redstone. So if you're new to the game and you want to learn more about Redstone, I hope this helps. So here, well, first of all, what is Redstone? Redstone is an ore that you can find on the ground. This is what it is as its ore block. And when you mine it up, you get these redstone dusts that I have in my hand. And basically, redstone is not an ore where you can use it in materials like armor, or you can't build with it, or you can't craft stuff with it. Well, you can, but you can't craft like like armor and tools and weapons with it. It's more for power sources and wiring. So let's start off. Well, when you place redstone down, it goes like that. And then when you place multiple ones, it creates a line. And then when you place them all right next to each other, they connect like that. This is called a redstone line. Now, for it to work, you need to have a power source running through it, or to turn it on. There are multiple ways that you can turn redstone on. One way is a redstone torch. Now, you craft these by making regular torch, but instead of using coal or charcoal, you place one redstone dust. And then, so you have a redstone torch, and when you place an extra redstone line, the redstone torch keeps it going until 15 blocks ahead. So if this is right now 3 blocks, so if I put down 12 more, then that would reach its max, and if I put down 13 more, it wouldn't light up that last one. So this can only go up to 15 redstone dusts. As you can see, like that, it keeps going. Alright, so another way is a lever. If you flip the lever on, it turns the power source on. If you turn it off, it turns the power source off. Now, this is a pressure plate. This works by if you stand on it, it turns the power source on. And if you get off of it, it turns it off. Now, so that's some of the basic ways you can turn redstone on. Now, let's get into some of the stuff that redstone can do. Redstone is very good for opening iron doors. So one way is that you can have redstone attached to it and have a lever, or you can have a pressure plate right here, and then when you stand on it, it opens the door. You can have a lever just right next to it, but I want to show you with redstone. So you put the lever, you attach the redstone line to the door, you put a lever at the end, and when you turn it on, it opens the door. And then when you turn it off, it closes. So it can open an iron door. And now let's get over here. Now these two things are pistons. This is a regular piston, and this is a sticky piston. Now what pistons do is that they push blocks essentially. So if I attach a redstone line to this, I place a dirt block in front of the piston. If I turn the piston on, it pushes it. And if I turn it off, it's there. So then if I place another dirt block here, turn it on, it pushes both of them. And then you turn it off, and then it's like that, and then you can just keep going. So that's a normal piston. Also does push blocks, essentially. Now this is sticky piston. This essentially does the same thing, but the blocks stick to it. So if I put a block right here, turn on, it'll move it. But if I turn it off, the block sticks to the end. So I'll show you. Go like this. Hold on, let me just move back. Alright. So I turn it on, it moves forward. Turn it off, it sticks with it. So there's our pistons. I'm just going to set the time to 0. Okay. These are redstone repeaters. These essentially either slow down or speed up the pace that redstone activates stuff. So here is what a redstone repeater is, and when the clicks, or there are two little redstone torch thingies are right next to each other, it's a normal redstone pace. As you see when I flip it up, it's a normal pace. Now if I flick these down, when basically the farther away that redstone torch is from the first one, the slower it gets. So if you right click on it, then it'll move back, and it slows down the process. And if you go all the way to the end, then it's the slowest. Here, I'll go over here so I can show you guys what I mean. See, you have to wait a few seconds for it to turn on, and then wait a few seconds for it to turn off. And one of the last things that redstone can do is obviously explode TNT. Well, basically, in the basic sense, this is the last thing that redstone can do if you're looking at it basically. In a later video, I will go over on like more advanced redstone. So this video is going to be called Basic Redstone. My next video on redstone will be called Advanced Redstone, which will involve hoppers, solar, the sunlight solar like panel thingies. I'm still learning about them, but that will be an advanced redstone. This is just basic. And for fun, let's just blow this all up. But first of all, I'll review what we've gone over today. So the redstone ore, when you place it down, it's a power source, and when you place it down, it looks like that. And when you connect them, it looks like a redstone line. Now, there's 3 basic ways that you can activate them: pressure plate, lever, and redstone torch. Now, redstone can open and close an iron door. And then with pistons, it can push blocks. With a normal piston, it can push blocks. Alright, and then with a sticky piston, it makes the block stick to it. And then if we go to the repeater, this is a redstone repeater. It controls the speed of the redstone, so when it's all closer together, normal pace. But then when you go to when the farther away the redstone torches are, the slower it is. And then that's the slowest it can go. And that's just basically the basics of what redstone can do. And now for fun, let's just show you the last thing. Blow up TNT. To watch it explode. Oh well, that one was delayed a little bit. So yeah, that was just basic redstone. Like I said, advanced redstone is coming up in a little bit. Thanks for watching. Remember to like, rate, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.